On Thursday, the performance on the deck, your brother's playing, right?
Thursday on the deck. Oh, here, yeah, Thursday on the deck, but early. I think at like 12 or 12:30.
Right. And then Sunny Day after.
I think so.
I think Thursday on the deck is going to be really interesting because there's a lot of, like, the DNA of Coheed and Cambria, you know. When I think of, like, us as kids and playing with Three, I think you brought up a little bit of it last night at the show. Joey, Josh's brother, big influence on the band. Three. And then as well as Sunny Day Real Estate. I mean, I just feel like there's a lot of DNA in, like, the origin of this band on that day.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, yeah, please come and check out all of that.
Yeah, and that's the last day, Thursday, right here on the full deck. I think the music starts probably right around this time, so it starts early. And yeah, I think the last day is going to be really special. Well, I think every day is going to be really special. So, what a first night, man. That was fucking awesome. I don't have a lot of nights where I go to bed at 5 in the morning, but it's one of them. What time were you up till? I was up till crazy late.
I went to bed after the show. After.
Smart man. Yeah.
Good job.
I'm half zombie right now, but
I went to bed at 5 with you, Josh.
yeah. I was at after 5. I crawled into bed at 5, but
Yep.
well, we have some questions, I presume, right?
Yes, sir.
Or do we just bullshit up here?
How you doing? No, that's cool too. But we have some questions for you. Here you go. What's your name? Where you from?
John from Abilene, Texas. So, what bands or artists, as individuals or as your whole group, do you draw your most influence from?
I think that Claude just named a couple.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're a freaky bunch, man. Like we're all over the map musically, you know. I mean, I think that everybody would say that as musicians, but we truly are. Like, you know, I mean, Zach has a lot of. I'm not going to speak for him, but he has a very eclectic mix of like a lot of jazz and stuff, and I'm a lot of meat and potatoes, as they would say.
Travis is seriously like a rock and roll historian. This guy knows so much about the bloodline that is rock and roll that I really envy that, Travis, your passion and your love for rock and roll. And it's always on clear display. But yeah, you bring up a good point. We all have many different influences, but we do share, we're making a record. We can call back, you know, the tentpole pillars of rock and roll music, Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, you know, the classics. We can always call back to that. We do all share that. Nobody's in the studio saying, Led Zeppelin, what's that band? Are they new? Like, we all know that. So there are kind of intertwining influences as well as, yeah.
I think a massive one that we rarely, we talk about, but like The Police is a really
big, huge.
thing. And just like, you know, and of course for Claudio alone, Sting in general, but you know, The Police, like, I don't know, it's just one of my all-time favorites in all of us.
I agree. I also think the Beatles gets left out a lot.
Oh, yeah. It's another one we can all share.
Because who's not going to say that, you know?
Right.
But it's true.
So true, yeah. Fucking love the Beatles, God. Did you remember that time we met Sting?
Yeah.
We were rehearsing at this rehearsal studio, and we're like, holy shit, that like Police cover band over there is really good. It sounds like legit. And then I'm getting coffee, and there's a fella next to me, and I'm like, he introduces himself, I introduce myself, and I said, who are you here with? And he says, oh, I'm with Sting, we're in the room next to you guys. And I just was like so floored. And then he goes, do you guys want to come in and watch? Mind you, we've been standing outside the room listening. Claudio's like singing harmony with Sting without knowing it's Sting, just outside the door fucking around. And we got to go in this little room. I mean, the whole room probably held 8 people. And we're just standing there, and it's kind of awkward, but amazing, you know, at the same time. And we just watched them run a few songs, and it's one of those moments that music has gifted me that I'll never forget. So, I don't know why I shared that right now.
Yeah, no,
That was incredible.
Because there was like we posted like a video of Claudio, and he was just like beaming, like sitting outside listening. And he played Englishman in New York, like
Claude was
and Claude was outside.
And then we get to go in, and there he is, dude. I'm a foot from Sting, and they're just
I
What a
wanted to
treat
leave.
to see them. Oh, it was so awkward too. But
It was too. I wanted to leave. I was like, I don't belong.
Yeah,
Looking at this fucking royalty right now.
they sounded pristine. And what's so funny is Matt, when our dad used to play that song all the fucking time. Like that was like a mainstay in the car. And I mean, to be in that moment, watching them play it was, oh, it's awesome, awesome. Nothing like the sun, right? Yeah, it's dope.
You want to hear a Beatles story? So Claudio and I have a mutual huge love for the White Album. Okay, that's like, you know. But there's the one Paul McCartney song, Honey Pie, and I fucking hated that song. And he loved it though. And so like this is the old days of like CDs where you would have to like put it on repeat. And one night we're like falling asleep and he just put She was an English girl. And he just put it on repeat. He's like, deal with it. We're like falling asleep. Fuck. Torture. And here we are.
Great question.
yeah, great question. Thank you so much, Sean.
Yeah, we got stories.
Coming up next. All right, what's your name? Where you from?
My name is Joe from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. My question is for all you guys. Do you have any pre-game rituals you take part in before you play shows?
I pace.
A lot of pacing. Yeah.
Pacing, stretching, and we don't have like one solid band ritual that we've carried with us all these years, but just existing, we kind of do. But it's never like been a thing that was spoken. We kind of just hang out and all together but separately, which is like a weird kind of like microcosm for our lives in general. Kind of get together for the show, but it does involve, you know, stretching and all that bullshit. Sometimes I'd say a prayer before a show, and I did that on the whole last tour. That's not something I've ever done before. I don't know if you guys ever noticed that, but
I
walk
did.
off
I
and do
did
a
one day.
prayer and-
I said, "Is he praying?"
Yeah.
Swear to God.
Yeah.
But I did. I was like, "Yo, I think that Josh is praying," and I went.
Yeah, when
I
I'm
didn't want to
praying.
interrupt it. I was
Yeah.
like, "I think he's praying."
Leave me alone when I'm praying, bro. But yeah, we don't have a better answer. There's not like a thing that we do, but inside of that kind of becomes the thing that we do, if that makes any sense at all.
Right on.
Good question though, man. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, rock and roll.
All right, keeping it moving. What's your name? Where you from?
Leslie from Dallas. My question is, does anyone in the band collect the Coheed and Cambria merch? Do you have everything in the collection? And which is your favorite?
I have a lot of stuff that I actually thought about it recently, and I was like, "Holy shit! I want to like." I have more than I ever knew I had. I have this huge case of like, and my mom actually, amazingly enough, she made like this booklet that's all of our early like days of like interviews, like anything, whether it was Claudio doing an interview or whether she just did this whole like booklet that has all, and I opened it like last year and I was like, holy shit, like she kept every article and put it in this huge book. So yeah, I got a lot of stuff.
Is that where you got that footage you sent us the other day of us?
She had, well no, my stepfather had that.
Yeah, that was amazing. I don't think I ever saw that. Oh, it's hilarious. It's us on TV in like 2002 or 3 or something.
Andrew WK interview.
Oh, it's hilarious. We're so awkward, and it's actually endearing. Yeah, we all have a ton of merch stuff. I don't know that anyone, even Claudio, has everything. Like, they have a lot. We all have a lot of stuff. Picking a favorite is almost impossible. I really love the blankets. That's something that I'm really into. So any Coheed blanket, my house is littered with them. But yeah, I don't know what your guys' favorites would be. It's really hard to pick a favorite for me, anyway.
I mean, for me, it's clearly the comics. I'll take them. Whether it's even Coheed or outside any of the Evil Inks, I'll take them. I'll get them graded. They're slabbed, so they're preserved as, you know, for the day that maybe it does become something. And you know, I like to think that I'm sitting on a bunch of Superman #1s, you know, or like.
I don't even think of the comics as merch though. I was thinking strictly like pins, buttons, stickers, bracelets, blankets, and shirts. The comics seem much more elevated than that to me, but yeah, I love all our box sets. I mean, all that stuff is precious, and I will say, as we get older, I have a much deeper appreciation for the keepsakes and the stuff that kind of made it through the mud with me. I hold really dear, because so much stuff got either sold or lost, or I just didn't have the good sense to care, that now I care a great deal, and I like collecting the stuff. So I have a shitload, that's the answer, but still not everything, not even close to everything. But that was a good question. You know, we get a lot of questions that are the same. That was a really good question. I like that question, so thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, rock and roll. All right.
Come on up. Oh yeah. What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Kimberly and I'm from Atlanta.
Atlanta, the Coheed hub.
Right? Alright team, outside of music, what is an activity, topic, or cause that you are particularly passionate about? Or is there anything you wish more people would know about?
Wow, you really set it up on a tee, Kimberly. Thank you. Yeah, I do a thing called Drum Set Confessional yeah, it's really exciting. What a thrill to feel like the forward movement of getting this message out. But the bass line is about community, and that's what I see us breeding. So it's just a really special thing. But it's addiction outreach, and we want to serve. So what's so funny about that?
Because you set it up perfectly. I love that.
That was what I said. I said you set it up on a tee for me. And then
I went like this. I went like this. I went.
Oh, no. You were good at that noise. I can't do that noise that loud. Oh man, that's a good one. You are really good
love,
at that.
dude. I was like, dude, that was amazing. But
No,
just right away, you came with it. You set it up with a T.
Well, that was her mission, clearly. But anyway, it seems like a lot of you guys know about that. That is such a thrill to me, and we're going to keep trying to grow. And yeah, check us out, drumsetconfessional.com. And please share stories, because that's really what community is about. It's about talking. It's about feeling. I know for me, at meetings and stuff, I was absolutely terrified. In fact, I never once spoke at a meeting, and I've been to hundreds. Never once. And I want to do something that is a comfortable place for people to share. You can share your stories anonymously on the website. And if you got something to share, I urge you to do so. Whether you're an addict yourself or it's in your family, I think we've all been touched by addiction. There's no one here that doesn't have some kind of addiction, hasn't played a role in their lives in some way, whether it's a family member, a friend, cousin, whatever. The list goes on. So yeah, I encourage you guys to check it out. I hope you guys do. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate the love. drumsetconfessional.com. You guys rock.
The other three.
Great answer. Of course these guys have stuff they're passionate about. Sometimes like on a stage in front of people, your mind just goes like flatline. You can't really think. But these guys are passionate about everything they do, honestly. So yeah, I'm sure they could answer that better if we were just sitting at a table somewhere.
I tried stamps. Stamps didn't work out.
I tried stamps.
My grandpa gave me a bunch of stamps.
Stamps are actually pretty dope. Stamps are kind of cool.
No, it didn't work out.
Oh,
It's very boring.
Yeah, pretty dope stamps.
What? What?
I don't know. Stamps.
Pretty dope.
Yeah,
Is that what you
stamps
said?
are pretty
You're
dope.
pretty dope.
No,
Stamps.
Stamps, yeah.
That's gonna be the same for the rest of the ship. They're pretty dope. Stamps.
Stamps. There you go.
How do you do that so loud?
You just look.
That's really right.
It don't look good for you when you do it that way. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't look my phone that way.
Oh, get your mind out of the gutter,
My
dude.
mind's always in the gutter.
You know, we're in our 40s, bro. Jesus.
And it only gets worse.
Oh, yeah, it's true. It does only get worse.
The more memory I lose, the more dirty it gets.
All right, this is fun.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Look what you started. It's
The
good.
wind goes on the microphone. It's weird.
You know what? Go again.
Thank you guys.
Well, thank you, Kimberly.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, we got one more. What's your name? Oh, two, great. What's your name? Where you from?
Hi, I'm Chris, and I'm from Central New York. And my question is, if the band would take over this cruise ship, what role should you take? Like if you were to commit mutiny.
Was it mutiny?
Oh boy. Contrary to the hat, I think it's pretty clear Claudia would be the captain. I feel like I would be like the scuba diver that goes and fixes the hull, whatever that guy's called. That's kind of my role.
Where's Big
Why?
Roy
I
at?
don't know why. Or the janitor or something like that. I don't know what I do.
Is Big Roy down
Yeah.
there?
Bartender.
We're gonna watch over the tug room.
Travis, what are you?
We're going to the tug room.
What's happened in the tug room?
Tugtown.
What
I
happened?
don't know.
You have
But
no
it was
idea.
amazing. We were coming on the boat, and there's just like this one thing that says the tug room or the tug or whatever it says, and I was like, and Big Roy was like, that's what I'll do.
Oh, yeah. I'm in the tug room every night, bro.
Yeah, boy. Told you. Sorry.
It's getting spicy. This talk is getting spicy, man.
We're old and dirty.
It's tugboats, guys. We're on
Yeah.
the brush.
I put that together, guys.
Tugtown.
Tugtown?
Yeah, I'm the Tugtown.
All right.
Mayor of Tucktown.
I'll be hanging on the poop deck. Come on, everybody's expecting that from somebody. I'll be on the poop deck.
What's a poop deck?
Who the fuck knows?
Oh, yeah.
I think it's in the back of the boat.
Is that an actual
Clearly, that's what
thing?
they call the poop deck, right?
Oh.
What? It's where the shit's stored.
Really?
I don't think that's real.
No.
I don't think that you're
They
telling us
stick
the
it in a
truth.
room.
I think you're lying to us.
Not a room, a whole deck.
That's where the septic.
God.
That's the septic. Septic deck.
Septic system.
Septic.
Okay.
Ding 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 ding.
Okay,
Septic
next
deck.
question.
Just tie it in everywhere.
I said, look what you did. This is your fault. What'd you say?
I'm more than pleased.
Good question.
Yeah, none of us really answered your question, but that was great.
What do you mean? We answered it clear as day.
Yeah.
Well, we went to Tugtown. He's the captain, right? He's always the
Captain,
captain.
scuba diver, bartender.
Tugtown.
Tugtown.
Going Tugtown.
I think that's a pretty serviceable answer, if you ask me.
Thank you.
Thank you, friend. Thank you so much.
All right. All right, what's your name? Where you from?
Hi, my name is Kristen, and I'm from Central New York as well. My question for each band member: if Coheed made an album in a completely different genre, what would you like it to be?
If Coheed made an album, totally different genre, we already span so many genres, that's actually kind of a hard question. What would I want it to be? It's a good question, really good question.
Should make a salsa record.
There you go.
I think some of that's in there.
Yeah, there's a little bit
But,
of that in there.
yeah. I don't know, like, I mean, I think to stretch it would be like weird. Like we do incorporate a lot of different, like, let's think of something that's really out there. Coops, you got things. Come on. Give us some. Come on.
I just did.
Yeah,
Something
Coops is
different.
the only guy that answered it at all.
We just spent all this time in Miami rehearsing. Every Uber I was in, I'm listening to salsa music.
Yeah, it's pretty dope, actually. Yeah, like, but we do have a little bit of that kind of Latin flair that really started poking its head out on Good Apollo 1. I mean, I hear it in songs like Evagria, and there's really a laundry list. But Coheed, you know, we span so many different styles and genres, and it's not. It is by design, but it's just kind of naturally what comes out. I think we have a really wide window of influence and things. You know, we have a long career now. We have so many records out. Of course, it's not one thing, but that's a great question because I really don't know the answer. If we're going to make a record, so that means it has to be completely removed, kind of in my mind anyway, from anything that we did in the past. And therein lies where it's difficult because I don't know that when you say salsa, I can think of little salsa elements that are in there. Not that we're a salsa band, but And I think, oh man, like I know Claudio really digs electronic music. Well, we got Prizefighter Inferno who are doing their first tour right after this cruise.
Set it up with a T. Good job, baby.
He never heard
keeps
set it up
knocking
on
it
the T before.
Set me up for a glass over a cup of tea.
Drum and bass jazz fusion.
Smooth jazz. I want some smooth jazz, baby.
Sir, I have to ponder it. You know what? Great question. You really terrific question. Thank you so much.
Let's get Kenny G on the next record.
I have a question for you. What is Central New York? Like, what is?
I'm thinking we're like about an hour east of Syracuse, so like
Okay.
that area.
Yeah, because the other day when I said upstate New York, I got corrected for the umpteenth time that we're actually mid-state New York in Albany, where I'm from. But my whole life we called it upstate, so I was just curious where like you guys were. But that makes sense. Okay, Central New York, rock and roll. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, you're so nice.
All right. So we have made it through all the question answers. You did it. You passed that up. What do you want to tell the assembled people before tonight's amazing show number one? Aha.
Sure is gonna be a time.
No, we love you guys. You know, Claudio had brought it up a few times. It's such a thrill to even just be, it's so surreal to even be here right now and look at all your beautiful faces, but really to feel the energy and the love on this boat is something really special for all of us, honestly. Not to be corny,
It's fucking mind-blowing.
it's
It like
mind-blowing.
really is.
And we can't wait, I can't wait to play for you guys tonight. I know we can't, because this is so special and so unique. And I'm glad we get to share it with you guys sincerely. So we'll see you guys tonight, and we love you guys so dearly.
There you go. There you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, Coheed and Cambria. Give it up for them. Plenty more day left. It's the middle of the day on a Tuesday. In the middle of the ocean. Your vacation is still going. Shout out the merch line. I hope you guys enjoyed it.